Hi guys, back again with me, Austin from Abba, A Boy at Heart. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch scale L3-37 or L3, which is based on a movie, Solo, A Star Wars Story. Alright, let's take a quick look at the packaging. This is the standard Black Series packaging that we have seen for quite some time now, with the artwork at the front, the line name, the Black Series L3-37, and then this is number 30. Sorry, it's number 73. 37, 73, 37, 73. Anyway, at the back, here's the most important portion, I think, is the bio of the character. You can pause now if you want to read it. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a quick look, closer look at the figure itself. Alright, here's the figure itself. Let's compare her. Yeah, by the way, this droid is a female droid, which happened to be a companion, pilot companion of the younger Lando Calrissian. Alright, it's a self-made droid, it's a one-of-a-kind droid. Let's compare to our image reference very quick here. I think this is the definitive version of the character in 6-inch form. Alright, I like that as always, there are a lot of wear and tear marks here and there. See all the, it is said in the story that this droid actually repaired or upgraded herself with many parts. So kind of a self-made droid. Like the metallic part here, metallic parts on the arms here and here as well. And then a lot of cablings. Okay, here I like the details of the cablings, but we'll see to it whether it will have an effect on the articulation. That's the part on the back. Alright, I see a lot of cables here in the abdomen here. Interestingly, some of the cables here are loose. It's not attached to anything. I'll show you one example here. Ta-da! Whoops! Don't worry. I don't break anything. It's just that it's designed in such a way. I think it's because they want to allow for abdomen articulation. So not most, but some of the cables here, you can see it can be moved around a little bit. I think it attaches to the parts below, but it doesn't really. It's supposed to be left there on the fly, floating, so that it doesn't intrude with articulation. Otherwise, if it's attached to the upper body part here, it will intrude with the articulation. It will affect the articulation. So that you see, yeah, just still be careful. It's elastic. I don't think it will break unless you do something crazy. And let's just hide it inside. Okay, well, I like all the messy. It's kind of beautiful mess here and there. I like the small details, metallic details here. Of course, the arms, as you can see here, a lot of cablings on the left here as well, which attach to the arms to this metallic parts here, which is beautiful, by the way. We'll see to it how it will affect the articulation. And then this cabling as well, this part as well, a bit of there's a small cables there. The one on the neck, nothing much, but looking good. I like that design. And the yellow red cable here is molded, is solid. This one is solid as well, so that's okay. The head is very interesting. It looks like, it reminds me of Millennium Falcon. But anyway, is it coincidence? Who knows? And then the cablings down here is also molded and kind of solid as well. is rubbery, but here's you can see it's rubbery as well, elastic. This one here is kind of very thick, it's molded as well. Let's see. Yeah, well, a lot of cables. This part here is kind of rubbery as well, so yeah, just to let you guys know, a lot of cables here and there. Just be careful when you're playing with her. I like this part here with all the wear and tear. Very interesting design, and the feet is so small. We might have difficulty when standing her up, but we'll see to it later. All right, so we'll see the articulation of this figure. For the articulation, the joint is actually here on the head. I don't think there's an articulation up there. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it does actually. It does. I just hold the neck, and I think it's connected to some sort of ball joint. So let's see whether we can move. You can move a little bit side to side. Oh, it does have full rotation. Notice that the neck remain in that position, but also you can move the neck. See, 360. Okay, let's see. You can bend down this much, bend up that much. Not so much actually, but you can combine the two articulation on the head and on the neck to achieve a certain range of motion. Okay, the one here on the torso, as I said earlier, the cables are meant to not disrupt the articulation, so not much side to side, but is there? I think it's a ball joint. You can turn it. Oh, look at that, looking good, isn't it? Yeah, most of the cables here are not connected up there, but I think it's a good decision to do that. And then yeah, that much bowing down, that much looking up. I think that's pretty much the extent of it. Oh, you can actually get a little bit of motion side to side. All right, now here's the weakness on the arm here. I think we do have a hinge, but because of the molded part on the arm, on the shoulder here, you can only extend this much, not much actually, but of course a bit of kind of butterfly motion here, and you can always turn it around 360. Yeah, it's ball joint and then connected to kind of a hinge, right? But down here we have rotation. Unfortunately, the one on the left, because it's connected to this thick cables, you cannot turn around 360, but it's there. The one here on the right, you can turn it around 360. Okay, the weakness is although you might see there's a hinge there, but because of this cable here and this cable here, it doesn't really move, very little. Okay, even the one here, yeah, you can move it a little bit, but to that much. But just be careful, because we don't want to break the cables. In fact, the one on the right can move like this because of the joint there. Okay, so yeah, a little bit limited on the arms, but hey, at this point, you know, on the arms you can turn it around 360. We do have a little small hinge there to move it downward like that, upward like that. It's actually hindered by this metallic part. And then the one on the right, yeah, it's similar motion, up, not so much down. Okay, the one on the waist or the thigh, not sure. It's actually a ball. I think it's a ball joint. Yeah, a ball joint there. I hope you can see it. It's a ball joint. Look at that. So we can kind of do this. This much only. And of course we're supposed to be able to do a front kick and back kick, but be careful with the cables. Okay, remember the cables. Front kick on the right, we are supposed to be able to do back kick, but because of the cables. So the one on the left have a little bit back kick motion, but remember the red cables here. Okay, kind of butterfly motion due to the what do you call that, ball joint. It does help with standing to stand her up. So yeah, all right. And then the one on the knee, of course there's cabling here as well, but okay, it comes with kind of a ratchet joint which we can bend up to this much. Let's try the other side. Okay, similar motion. You can actually do it like this as well if you want. All right. The one on the knee is okay, but the one on the thigh here, be careful with the cables. And lastly, we have a bit of motion on the ankle here. It's only up and down. As you can see, it does move, but because of the cabling here, it's kind of restricted as well, but it is there. Same here. Oh, the one here is more dynamic because it's not limited by the cable. So be careful. Just be careful with the articulation because of the cables. Pretty much it. This figure stands to the top of its head, roughly around 14.5 centimeters, so it's below 6 inch. Okay, let's compare her to several figures. This is compared to Moloch from the same movie. This is compared to a Marvel Legends figure. Marvel Legends is normally supposed to be taller. Anyway, okay, then compare to standard, well, a normal Stormtrooper Black Series, which is kind of my benchmark usually. This is compared to Range Trooper from the same movie. Compare also to a Death Trooper Black Series. Of course, we can also compare to some of another character from the same movie as well. This is Beckett. Oh, and this is compared to Fall. I like the proportion. Fall is kind of shorter than everyone, and of course Rio is shorter, the shortest among all. Of course we'll get to Lando as well eventually in the next video perhaps. So overall, this figure is not the best figure ever made, but for the character, I think in 112 version is the definitive version. as I said earlier, because the way the feet is built or designed might be a bit difficult to find a good center of balance. But overall, I always like the fact that we can have many kinds of droids from Star Wars. You know, a lot of kinds of droids, astromech droids, this kind of droid even with the limbs. Yes, it doesn't have much articulation on the arms, which is sad. But the one on the abdomen is being handled, I think, quite nice. Oops, with the cablings. But overall, I like the design of the character. And you may not like the movie, but you may like the figure. So, yeah, that's what my take on this figure as well. And I think we just have to appreciate that Hasbro still is willing to release this kind of droid into any scale actually. Thanks guys for watching until the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And you can always catch me up on Instagram to chat and share about action figure. Ciao.